DC here. Hi guys and gals. It's another little lunchtime vlog. We are Thursday, probably May 21st, something like that. And yeah, just walking along. It's been a very busy 2 weeks up to now, excuse me. And I've not had much time, well, almost no time to get online. So one could answer to that, well, why are you making videos? Well, just do the math. It takes a few minutes to pull up the camera, even less to just upload it. So yeah, for maybe 7 minutes, and I haven't had time to watch very many videos. I'm going to try and correct that. Yes, I will. I was, as some of you know, in France last week at a business meeting, and that went well. It was intense. Let me see if I can walk across this without getting too dirty. I guess I can. Yeah, so it was intense, very intense. Ended up having almost no time. I said that in a vlog. Walking back from a quick geocache before 7 o'clock in the morning. And then of course there was the follow-ups to that. This week, was it Monday? There was a synod. So the church synod, which I'm part of, which was again most of the evening. And then when I got home, Mrs. DC said, we don't have any television. Well, what happened, at least what seems to have happened, is that our television operator, internet operator, which is Swisscom, I don't know exactly what happened. I came in, internet was still working, but there was no signal, because it's a Wi-Fi signal that brings it over to the television box. There's no signal. Okay, I did the usual. When something like that happens, I rebooted the router, and the internet was still there, but it was there before, so it wasn't that. And there was no signal between the Wi-Fi communicators. Well, if anything I can say though is that Swisscom has an excellent group at their help desk. They're very patient, and maybe it was because it was late. It was pushing 10 or something, or even after 10. I waited about 45 minutes before I actually got someone. There was a little music, so I was doing other things and left on the microphone. And when I did finally get them, I was about an hour with the guy. We tried just about everything, and we weren't seeing anything, except that he was saying things that really was getting me. He says, oh, well, your Samsung TV. I said, I never said I had a Samsung TV. He says, well, I can see it from here because it's their router. He says, oh, and you've got an Apple TV connect. Oh. And he says, yeah, and you've got an app. And I said, well, what else do you see? Well, and then he kind of sheepishly, I could almost see a sheepish grin at the other end of the phone, saying, well, basically everything. Okay. Well, anyway, having said that, we got to the point, it was coming up to midnight, and I still hadn't got it to work. And then he said, well, he says, there's only one thing left. He says, maybe we should have done that earlier, but he says that was the last thing to do. He says, you're going to have to... I said, what, have a technician over, which isn't really what I wanted. He says, no, he says, take the Wi-Fi box, and he says, you're going to have to, with a paper clip, set it back to factory specifications. And I did that the next day, and it worked. Basically what happened, it seems, is that the emitting Wi-Fi signal somehow got screwed up, so the the receptacles, the boxes that were at the reception, were not getting probably the same frequency. So of course they couldn't, I don't know, something like that. Anyway, so I did that and it worked. So now it's working again. It's things probably I would have ended up doing by my own, but you're paying for it, you might as well get it. And the guys were patient. And he did finally bring out the right solution. And it was, we took the time that we needed to take. Okay. What else aside from that? Let's try and get the time moving on, I imagine. Well, I was yesterday all day as the chief scientific officer of the company at a big political meeting where there was conferences and stuff and the government people and so on. It just went on forever. And got home rather late. Yeah, I mean, by the time we got to the drinks and so on and the social part, I was up to here. So I just basically said hello to one or two people and left. But by then, I gotta say, I was pretty tired. So yeah, so you can see where I'm getting at. It's Thursday now, and basically for the last 2 weeks, I haven't really been on. So those of you who usually would see my comments on your videos, now you're kind of knowing why there haven't been any. What else? Well, I mentioned about my friends the last time who had lost their son. Well, they're doing about as good as, or as bad as can be expected. No, I should say as good as can be expected. Because finally, I mean, I really got to say, it's a hard blow, but they're reacting, I would say, as good as can be expected. And I did tell them that I permitted myself to ask for prayers on Facebook with friends, of course, which they do not know, but they were very, very touched. The lady was actually pushed to tears when I mentioned that on the phone, and frankly, so was I. So that's about it. So next thing coming up, well, the weekend. I've heard we're going to have rain, which means it'll be one of those lawn mowing jobs, probably quickly on Friday or between two showers or something like that. Maybe get a bit of geocaching and hopefully, yeah, some leisure time. That was going to be my subject of my vlog. I guess I'll have to do it another one. Okay, DC signing off. Take care and hope you have a good one. Bye.